Hey, Algebra 2 kids, this is Dr. Callahan with Week 8 Thursday. How are you guys doing? This is your warm-up. So pause the video and answer the following questions. Okay, so you guys know we have a lot of clubs on campus. There's National Honor Society, which, what other clubs do we have on campus that you guys are aware of this year? Does anybody else have any other clubs? No? I know there's like the environmental club. At one point we had like a comic club and then like a Harry Potter club when that was really popular. But I saw this in the news the other day, and right around this time between February and March, they have this thing called Construction to help with the food bank of Northern Nevada. And if you go to Meadowood Mall, you'll be able to see all of their, creations over there. But this was actually featured in the news like a couple of years ago, but they do it every single year. This, I believe, is our 18th year doing this. And so I'm going to go ahead and share it with you guys, and then we'll go from there. Unfortunately, I had to look for the ad for a little bit, so just be patient. Anyways, I thought that was pretty neat. The fact that they're doing this. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on. Okay, so today, this is week 8 of your math Excel. So today I have a few things for you guys to work on, but then also I'm going to go ahead and assign you guys the 5 questions of your quiz. We are going to do it not on Wednesday, obviously, because we had a delayed start, but it's going to be on Thursday. And I'll give you guys some time in class to work on that as well today. So I'm also going to be updating your grade since yesterday we had a shorter day. Normally I do it every Wednesday, but today I'll do it today while you guys are taking your quiz. Just a few things to kind of like check off. Are you guys attending classes regularly? Do you do the warm-up, exit ticket, the guided notes, which is a big one? And then with the guided notes, I also have you guys turn things in. So we're kind of approaching to the end of this guided notes for this unit on rationals, and so just make sure you guys have that. Math Excel is the only math assignment that you guys have. It's usually just 10 questions, and then you have a 5-question quiz every week. I don't give you guys any tests in class. Your assessment is strictly on Math Excel, so just make sure you guys are doing that. Tutoring is offered every single day right after school. And then if you are missing any classes, make sure you are watching the video for this class on the YouTube channel. As of today, you guys have 34 videos. And I can see that there is about 70 guys who viewed the video since yesterday, which is good. So if you are not here on week 8 Wednesday and you're like, why are people still coloring? It's because that's what we did yesterday. So make sure you guys get that assignment completed, okay? With that said, this is where we are. Today is Thursday, which I need to move that one over. So excuse me just for 1 second while I do that. There we go. We're going to be talking about rational expressions or right here. And then after this, we're going to start reviewing. And then next week on Tuesday, you guys will get a brand new packet, which means this one, the guided notes, will be due. So make sure you guys have that completed. And any extra paper I give you guys, it's going to come into me with that packet. Okay, so you're not going to hold on to it. I'm going to hold on to it. All right, so what did we do last class? Last class, I had you guys do a mosaic of solving rational expressions. This was your template. We solved these questions in class. Each of those were assigned a color. And then from that color, you guys basically just colored the mosaic. And that's what we did. So today is Thursday, and we are going to be doing a different one. I thought I changed this, but apparently it did not save. So that's okay. Excuse me. I'm just gonna go ahead and modify and change it right now. So today it's gonna be solving rational expressions, day 3. we are going to do a matching with color or highlighters. We're going to select the correct response. Okay. You are going to need obviously highlighters and also my handout. Okay. And then after this, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of time to kind of work on your week 8 assessment. On Math Excel in class, and also I'm going to have your grade updated. Okay. All right. So then with that said, come on up, you guys, and grab a bag of highlighters, and then also this is going to be your handout for today, which is one copy. And if you have your just turn it right here, and I'll go ahead and grade it for you guys. So let's go ahead and get started with this. And I need to respell that correctly. All right, so take a look at the handout that you guys have. There are, I believe, 17 questions on this. And so you have answer A and answer B. Obviously, only one is correct. So we're going to go over these 17 questions. I'll go over as much as I can. And then you're going to be highlighting the correct answer. And then after you guys finish highlighting the correct answer, take a look over here onto the right side right there. Then what you're going to do is you're going to be creating questions on rational expressions, and you're going to create a worksheet for me where you have answer A, answer B, and then when you guys turn that in, I'm going to take yours and I'm going to recreate it. I'm going to use it for next year. Does that sound good? Okay. So we're kind of like doing this ourselves together, but then also you're going to be creating your own as well. All right. So this is what we're going to be doing. So read the instructions very quickly. So this is an activity. It's going to help you identify the correct common math misunderstanding. So the two answers are going to be very close together. Some of you guys are probably like, well, why isn't this not this answer and it's this answer? Those answers are very closely together, but obviously one is correct. So we're going to try to go ahead and go over some of the more common errors that most students make when it comes to rational expressions. And go away, geez, hold on a second. Each question in the activity has two answers, answer A or answer B. There's obviously only one correct answer and then one misleading decoy answer. When you finish completing each question, you need to highlight the correct answer, and then that will be it. Okay, so with that said, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at question number 2. Okay, it says find the lowest common multiple of 3x to the 5th and then 2x. So when you're looking for the lowest common multiple, okay, you're asking yourself, as I look at the number right here, 2 and 3, what is the number that both of them can divide into? It's probably going to be 6. Okay, I would think that. And then for your letters, you have to include the letters with the highest exponent. So in this case, it's x to the 5th. A lot of times students will go ahead and they will do x to the 5th plus x, which is x to the 6th. And I'm like, no, that's not correct. So your correct answer is A right there. So just go ahead and highlight it. All right, let's take a look at question number 5. Or I'm sorry, yeah, no, number 8. That's what I meant, not number 7. Or you know what? No, I meant number 6. I'm totally off here. Sorry. Yeah, number 6 is a good one. Okay, so looking at number 6, here you have x to the third plus 8 equals, and it gives you x plus 2, but then what is the remaining part of this? Now, remember that most of the time we factor is with x squared. So with this one, remember this is a cubed plus b cubed. This is going back to algebra 2 last year, or I'm sorry, going back to algebra 1 2 years ago. And so what you do with this, it's going to be a plus b. That's your formula, okay? And then you're going to have a squared minus ab plus b squared. That's the formula. So you're like, all right, well, I could just fill this in as long as I know what A is. Well, take a look at this. What is A? A look like it's X, right? Because we're just lining it up. So I'm like, okay, A equals X. What is B? B has to be something with a cube. So what's another way of writing 8? How about 2 to the third power? 2 times 2 times 2. So then I could say that B equals 2, right? And once I have this, I just need to go back over here. And anytime I see an A, I replace it with an X. Anytime I see a B, I replace it with a 2. So let's go ahead and do that. So A squared is X squared minus A times B is 2 times X, and then plus B squared. So then B squared is 2 times 2, which is 4. So which one is it going to be? Well, which one matches this answer? It's not answer A, so it have to be answer B. Okay, so now what I'm gonna have you guys do is you are going to work on number 7 and then number 8. I'm gonna go over number 10 with you guys. So take a look at number 10. It says, what is the first step of solving for this? It's not asking to solve the entire thing, but I'm actually gonna solve it with you guys. First, identify what is your lowest common denominator. So your lowest common denominator is an X, that's what we're starting off with, but then there's another 2, so make sure you include the 2 as well, and then there's another X, but guess what? I already have the X, so I don't need to write it again. So if 2X is my lowest common denominator, I'm gonna ask myself, what's missing in the first fraction? A 2, so I multiply top and bottom. Second fraction, what am I missing? An X, multiply a top and bottom. Third fraction, missing a 2, multiply a top and bottom. Once I have this multiply a top and bottom, and make sure you guys are paying attention with this so that way you know how to do this. Your first fraction is 4 times 2, which is 8 over 2x. Second fraction is 5 times x, so 5x over 2x. And it's equal to your last fraction is negative 11 times 2, which is negative 22 over 2x. Remember I said that once you have the common denominator on the bottom, you just cross them out because they're gone. Okay, so then all you do then is you focus on the numerator in yellow and you just simply solve them. So in this case, you have 8 plus 5x equals negative 22. Once you get rid of the 8, you're going to get a negative 30. Opposite of a times is a divided by 5. So then what is x equal to? Negative 30 divided by 5 is negative 6. And that is your answer. So then going back to what the question was asking, is it answer A or is it answer B? You cannot combine like terms. You gotta multiply both sides by the lowest common denominator. Okay, so once we're done with 10, I'm gonna have you guys do number 9, number 11, number 12. So work on those and then we'll finish up the last few in the next 10 minutes. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at question number 13. Is it possible to cancel the x plus 3 in the first fraction? Why shouldn't you cancel them up? So if you look at the x plus 3 in the first fraction, technically you could cancel them, but you don't want to cancel them because do you see how there's an x plus 3 here? And that's part of your common denominator. So your lowest common denominator is x plus 5, which is right there, and x plus 3, which is right there. And guess what? Both fractions in the denominator have them, so you don't want to cancel them. And so first one is because there are no factors that cancels in the second fraction, that's partially true. There isn't. You have x plus 3 on the bottom, but you don't have x plus 3 on top. Because the denominator would no longer be common. Actually, that's a better answer. Because the denominator would no longer be common. The reason you don't want to cancel it, and I'm going to go a little bit further with this so I can explain it to you guys, is because you have common denominators, we can now add the denominators on top. So you have x squared, x plus 3, plus x minus 1 over your common denominator of x plus 5, x plus 3. So then what you can do at this point is just kind of look at the top and figure out what am I going to do with this. I'm going to go ahead and multiply this out by distributing it. So I have a x to the third plus 3x squared plus x minus 1 all the way over x plus 5, x plus 3, and this will be your answer. And you could keep it like that. Let's go over one more. Let's go into the next one. Let's go ahead and take a look. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna have you guys take a look at this. So work on number 14, 15, 16, and 17, and then essentially you will be done. So take a look at the question, see what your responses will be. All right, so for number 14, do you need a lowest common denominator? No, you do not, because it is multiplication, in which case you don't need a lowest common denominator. Number 15, do you need a lowest common denominator? Well, yeah, because it's adding. And then number 16, do you need a lowest common denominator? I don't see plus or minus, so you do not. You only need to have a common denominator for adding and subtracting fractions. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at your answers. Those are the ones that you should have highlighted. So take a look what I have compared to what you have. All right, so now I'm gonna have you guys, excuse me, focus on the right side right here. And what you're gonna do on the right side is you are going to take the next 10 minutes to go ahead and create your own questions. You just need to do 10, okay? So use the original quick question guide as a guide, which you guys have. Make sure that one of the answers is correct and the other one can be arrived by making a mistake. And remember to make an answer key as you work, okay? So I want you guys to fill out this part. So you finish the first part, it's worth 17 points. This one, I'm gonna give you guys one for each one that you create. And you can go ahead and create something similar to the one that we just went over. As you guys know, this week we started off with a brand new busing issue that we've been having. And so they actually featured it on the news. I'm gonna share this quick little thing with you guys. And I'm gonna have you guys make a response on Padlet with this. So let's go ahead. Anyways, so let's go back over here. So with your QR codes, you guys, you're going to scan the QR code and you're going to be answering the following 4 questions. So to respond, there's like a little plus sign on the bottom right corner. You just go ahead and click on it and then go ahead and respond to it. So with your cell phones and then with your iPads, just scan it and then answer the following 4 questions. Question number 1, just give me your name so I can check you off so that way I know who you are. Number 2, what do you think the solution to Washoe County School District's bus shortage is? What can we do about the teacher shortage as we go to the new high school? We're anticipating to have about 2,400 students. We're at 1,700 this year, so that's an extra 700 kids going to the new school. And so what are we gonna do about that? And what can Huck High School and Washoe County School District do to make your experience in high school a little bit better? So take about like 3 minutes. Okay, so if you have not completed this yet, make sure you guys finish it. But some of your responses are awesome. And so then we're gonna go ahead and go to the Math Excel. So then from the Math Excel, I'm just gonna simply go to Washoe County School District Math Excel. Go to the first one right there, and then scroll down to sign in. Make sure you guys go to Algebra 2 and then Math Excel for school. You guys still have like 10 minutes of class left, so you can finish this or at least get us started. So I'm going to go to my assignment manager, and then I am just going to, why is a pause? I don't understand. And you're just going to go to, let's go to create assignment. I'll go ahead and create the quiz. And then this will just be week 8. And it's going to be assessment on adding and subtracting rational, actually no, not adding and subtracting, solving, there we go. Solving rational functions. Algebra 2, semester 2. And we're going to be on solving, so we'll go to there. So just simply 5 questions, you guys. It's not very difficult. On average, kids take maybe about like 2 minutes, 3 minutes to go ahead and complete them. And so then I'm going to go ahead and set the date, which is going to be due on the 27th, which is the Sunday by 11 p.m. You guys have 3 different tries to go ahead and get the answers correct. And now that you guys have it, you should have everything that you need for this week. So, yes. So if you are done with that assignment, the one that you worked in class, on your way out, you can just turn it right here when you guys do your highlighters. You can do that right now if you want. That's totally fine as well. Just copy. All right, so for your exit ticket today, this is gonna be your exit ticket right over here. So go ahead and take a look at that with your QR code, with your cell phone. And then that is it, you guys. You have about 6 more minutes to go ahead and answer this, and then we are officially done. And on your way out, you can turn your stuff in addition to your highlighters,